one, eh?
Through armor!
My
Healing
team!
Viper! I'm on it!
Lightning orb!
I'll run you through! Demon Fang! I'm on it! Rising Viper! I'm on it!
Where did I finish?
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! I'm on it! These fists have got your name on them! I'll run you through! I'll run you through!
Do it!
Blow away!
That waterfall! Freeze! Lance!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
I'll end you!
In here! Heal force!
Fire support! Eagle side! Eat this! Steel! Finish this! Sword up! Listen! You're wide open! Blow away! I'm on! I felt fine not too long ago. Eagle side! I'll end you! Eat this! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here, let me help.
I'm on it! You're done!
I'll be saving this one!
Double Demon Fang!
In here!
I'll end
I'll
you!
be saving this
Eat
one!
this! Eagle Side!
I'm all
Power
fucked up!
Blade! Slice! Eat this!
Spirit Flame!
You're done!
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
All yours! Engage! First strike! Watch fire support! Double Demon Fang! I'll end you! I'm on it! Double Demon Support!
Nicely done.
you do?
Dreams.
More of this and I'll burn out.
Thank you.
Dragon Shell!
Eat this!
I'll run you to spread! We're not finished! Eat this! Eagle's on a roll now! Dragon Shell! Eagle dive!
Lightning all raging cascade! Seal!
I'm on it! Sonic thrust! Dragon Shell! Finish it!
There! Okay!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Any injuries?
Gotta break through! First strike! Ignite!
Seal! More
I'm on it! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Shell!
I can shatter any
steel! Rising Lightning! Score!
Raging cascade!
Thrust! I'm on it!
Lightning stem!
Eat this!
Take this!
We're not finished! I'm on it! Eat this! Eagle dive!
We're getting him down!
I'm on it! I'll run you through! Finish it!
Healing arc! Get back! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard. Great. Now we can keep moving.
Don't overdo it, Law.
That equipment should come in handy. Dispose of the trash.
I can carve through armor!
My shield!
By the power of water!
First strike! Eagle dive! Eat this! We're not finished! You're done! I'm on it! You're done!
Now make the crew!
Air thrust! With this, I can become even stronger.
It's on! Got you now! You picked the wrong fight!
Wind astral energy is the wind!
I really
This
owe
one's mine!
Watch it!
let you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
Here, let me help.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Steel!
Here's a healing game! First aid in the field!
Eagle Fly!
Too much time! Sleep now!
Eat this! Take this!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Eat this! You shattering pieces! Attack time!
Here's a healing art!
I can't hear you forever! All entities in the sky is mine!
Where are you going?
Eat this! I'll run you through! Eat dirt!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Rising Lever! Now you see what I can do! All entities! Eagle Fly!
Astral energy!
Rising Wyvern! Steel! First strike! Rising Wyvern!
Flame of fury! Burning strike! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Rising Wyvern! Eat this! You're done! I'm on it!
Confiscated!
I'm on it!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
That took more energy than I expected.
You think the elevator's activated now?
Should be. Let's check and find out.
We're coming for you, Ganabelt.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Tectonic punch! I'll run you through shattering pieces! Attack us! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Sonic thrust! First strike! Now you see what I can do! First strike! Here it comes! I'll finish you here and now! Blow away!
Light astral energy!
I'll rip you through! Eat this! Take this! I'll end you! Eagle Fly! Ignite!
More for the
Eat this! Talon Storm! Sword Rain Alpha! You're
Light
back!
astral energy! More where that came from! Searing reload!
Eat this! Dragon Shell!
Take this!
You're finished! Eagle Fly! Eat this! You're done!
Light astral energy!
Take this! Tectonic punch! Solid Storm! I'll run you through! First strike! Eagle Fly! First strike!
Not in your dreams!
Magic
is there!
Talon Storm! Take this! You're mine! You're done!
Dance in the wind!
Rinwell! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
They really made us work for that one.
Just a little farther and we'll be there. I'm coming for you, Ganabelt.
Hey, hold up a sec, guys.
What's up?
We need to talk about Ganabelt. This guy can control both light and lightning, and I've heard his swordsmanship is unrivaled.
I'm not surprised. He is one of the top lords, after all.
That's not all. He also has these weird little gadgets that he likes to use.
Gadgets? You mean like some kind of a Renin weapon?
Probably. He's got a bunch of these things that hover all around him. They're supposed to protect him from attacks coming in at any angle.
I take it there aren't any blind spots then.
Nope. Which is why I plan to bust down his defenses from the front.
What? Why? Isn't that where his defense will be the toughest?
That's why it's worth attacking. Once I poke a hole in that bastard's defenses, the rest of you can tear it wide open and give him hell.
All right, we go with your plan, Law. Now let's get going. It's about time we got revenge for Zephyr.
Ganabelt!
It's about time. I was beginning to worry you jumped ship like the rats you are.
You're not so fortunate. We're here to end you. To liberate Cyslodia. To avenge Zephyr.
You talk big, but don't you think you're forgetting something? Of your precious resistance groups, whether the Silver Swords or any others, none have ever dealt a blow to Renin domination. In each and every realm, the story is the same. Until you. You, who wields the blazing sword of Calaglia, are different.
News of Balsef's defeat really took the wind out of your sails.
That brute? A bad case of brawn over brain. Certainly no loss to me. Still, even the smallest of sparks can grow into an inferno. I must give precedence to the task at hand, extinguishing you. Snuffing out your fire before it spreads across the 5 realms.
No. He can't be.
Rinwell?
Nothing. I'm fine.
Ah, Ganabelt Valkyris, Lord of Cyslodia, accept your challenge. Come and meet your death.
You'll pay for what you did to my father!
The feisty mouth wishes to bite the hand that feeds, does he?
I never wanted to serve you! I had no choice! I'm on it! I'll run you through! That freaking does it! I'm on it! Here's Talon Storm! Pierce through! Strike it down! I'll break you in two! Cross your through! I'll run! I'm on it!
Win! And where are you going? Parry my every attack!
Leave this to me. I'll take him down!
Double Demon Fang! Blink and
I'll
you'll
bring you
miss.
back from death abyss.
No! We can't end here!
Eagle
Blink
Fly!
and you'll miss.
I'll bring you back from death abyss.
I'm on it!
Here, let me help.
Not done yet!
Double Demon Fang!
Into the shadows!
Come and get it!
Saving this
Now
world!
you've done
Too
it!
slow! Eat this!
Blink and you'll
Eagle
miss.
Fly!
It's over!
Take this! Eat this!
That's my cue!
Rage Laser!
Shut him down!
Didn't you hear it now?
Blink and you'll miss.
Storm!
Get lost!
I'll smash you!
Ultimate vermin!
Eat this! Attack time!
You're mine!
Eagle Fly!
I think not.
Ganabelt!
The barrier's been broken!
I'm on it!
Everyone, focus your attack.
I'll end you!
Pay for what you did!
I'll run you through! Now I'm in the groove!
Ignite!
Just getting started!
Eat this! In here!
Talon Storm!
Blink and you'll miss it!
Lightning condemned! Thunder!
Lay you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
First aid!
I'll bring you back from death abyss.
Swallow blade!
Resuscitation!
Here's a healing touch.
Demon Fang!
I'm on it!
Where are you going?
Take this! Get lost!
Lunar blast!
Talon Storm! That freaking does it!
Here's a healing.
Searing flame! Reload!
And where are you
Bring you
going?
back from death abyss.
Resuscitation!
Ready and ready! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll bring you back from death abyss.
Strike
I can't kill you forever. Sleep now.
Blink and you'll miss! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Blow away!
Now you see what I can do!
Drink deep the
He's
despair!
channeling astral energy!
Damn it! Can't get any closer!
If this keeps up,
Raging cascade! Back to the fray!
While the depths of despair consume thee! Who commands
Seal.
all the
Eat
astral plane! But thou art cursed to expire into nothing!
I'll
run you
Not
through.
on my watch!
Who stands bathed in godly love!
sleep now.
Whilst thou cowerest before the gates of hell!
I never miss.
Come on! Lightning! Rising riser! The end is imminent! Indignation!
Cover the caster!
Insignificant worm! Now return to dust!
Lightning
If we take another assault from that arc, we're done for.
That mirage he creates! It can channel all of his energy!
Then I guess we gotta get in quick and hit him hard! Eagle Fly!
I'll split you in two!
You're done!
I'll bring you back from death to
Get
death.
this! Talon
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Frickin' does it!
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Where are you going?
I'm on it!
Here, let me go. Thank you. Pathetic.
You'll pay for that!
Split you in two! Eat this!
Lightning
Eat
orb!
the side!
Lightning
And where are you going?
Right! Healing storm!
Doing well. You can't rely on yourself.
Don't be a martyr. You've got all your friends here.
What was I thinking? I'll bring you back from death to this.
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
I've let you all down.
Into the
And
chalice!
where are you going?
I'll bring you
Strike
back from
down
death to
these
this.
insolent fools!
Rage laser!
Not done yet! Hurry up!
I'm out of ammo! I'm all stuffed up!
That's much better.
Blink
I'll bring
and
you
you'll
back
miss
from
it!
death
That
to
frickin'
this
does it!
one.
First strike! Talon storm!
I've let you all down.
I was overconfident.
Back to the dirt, where you... You'll pay for what you did to my father! The feisty mouth wishes to bite the hand that feeds, does he? I never wanted to serve you! I had no choice!
And where are you going?
First strike! Watch it!
Rising Wiper!
That frickin' does it!
You're mine! Demon Fang!
Raging cascade!
Demon Fang!
Where are you going?
In here!
Demon Fang!
That's my cue!
Shut him down! You will perish by every attack!
Leave this to me. I'll take him down. Get lost.
Resuscitation!
Now it's time!
Blink and you'll miss it.
Seal!
Get lost. You're wide
Here's a
open.
healing art!
I can carve through
Double
walls.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
All in.
Gale Force! Searing Lightning! Here's a healing art!
Double Demon Fang!
Not my finest.
Mega
Stay
Ray!
away from my friend!
Hands in the wind!
Get
Air
lost.
thrust!
Double Demon Fang!
From death to this!
Double
Resuscitation!
Demon Fang!
Blink
Here,
and
let me
you'll
help.
not done yet.
First aid! Proton Flash!
Taste
Mega
my
Ray!
steel.
Lightning Orb!
First strike. That frickin' does it.
Take this!
Here, let me
Raging
go.
cascade!
Eat this. I'll run you
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Confiscated!
Optimus Prime! Eagle Dive! Blink and you'll not come!
By the power
Get
of
lost! Sword Blade! Talon Strike!
Astral Lightning Condemned!
This one's mine!
First strike!
Gemini Aqua!
Pieces!
In here! I'll be saving this one! Gale Force! More with that Freeze Lancer! Photon Flash! Dance in the wind! Here's a healing field! First aid!
I owe you one.
Saving this one!
Double Demon
Mega
Fang!
Ray!
Lock, now!
Lightning Orb!
Armor won't save you!
More with that Heat Spear! Piercing!
Blink and
In
you'll
here!
miss it!
Freeze Lancer! I'll be saving this one! Here goes!
Blink and you'll miss it! Sword! Get lost!
Mega Ray in the wind!
You'll be wrong!
Heat Round!
My blade! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Eat this! I'll run you slowly! Drink deep the
He's
despair!
channeling astral energy!
Damn it! Can't get any closer!
If this keeps up,
No escape!
Freeze Lancer!
Whilst the depths of despair consume thee!
I never miss.
Tectonic punch! Who commands all the astral plane!
Piercing evil.
Whilst thou art cursed to expire into nothing! Who stands bathed in heavenly light! Tectonic punch! Whilst thou cowers before the gates of hell! I'll run you through! Come forth! Divine lightning! I'll run you through! I'm just getting started! The end is imminent!
Indignation!
Cover the caster!
Not done yet!
Insignificant worm! Now return to dust!
I'll bring you back from
If we take another assault from that arc, we're done for.
that mirage he created. It can channel all of his energy.
Then I guess we gotta get in quick and hit him hard!
Just getting started!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Where are you going?
A new lease on life. I'll be dead.
Not my finest.
You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death. I'll bring you back from death.
You'll be
Rise and water!
and you'll miss it. We were just getting started. Just the dog! You're done!
Double Demon Eater!
We were just getting started.
I owe you one.
I'll run you down and you'll miss it.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
First strike!
I'll cover you.
Watch it!
Dance in the wind. Magna Ray.
Here we go.
By the power of lightning orb.
Here I come!
Raging cat. This one's mine.
Now you've done it. I'm on it. Blink and you'll miss it.
Into the shadows.
Too slow.
Demon Fang!
Get lost. Too slow.
Searing Take
I'm on it.
lightning orb.
Dragon Eater!
We were just getting started.
Back to you.
You're mine! Dragon
Now you see what I can do. We were just getting started.
You.
I owe you one.
Raging cascade.
Swallow Blade!
Like steel. It's over. Lost. You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
That
Frickin' does it.
Demon Fang! I owe you one.
My steel. I'm on it.
Wind astral energy. Dance in the wind.
Dust to dust. You see what happened there as you crossed me? You shouldn't have done that. Blazing sword will be mine.
Severing Wind!
I'm on it. Tectonic punch. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Here, let me help.
Strike.
First aid.
Drink deep the despair!
Run you to the swallow blade.
Here's the evil.
Still going?
I'll finish it first. First strike. Tectonic punch.
While the depths of
in the
despair
clear.
consumes you,
Eat this.
commands all the astral plane.
I'll run you
Freeze
through.
laser.
Rising
Thou art
Water!
cursed to expire into nothing.
Hear me. Flame and
Bathed in heavenly light.
Here's the evil. Here goes.
Whilst thou cowers before the gates of hell.
Where's going?
Dust to dust.
Thunderblade.
Come forth, divine lightning! Carve through armor!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Eat this.
The end is imminent! Indignation!
Not my finest.
Insignificant worm! Now return to dust!
Ready to go. In the wind.
Drink deep the despair!
Light adaptation. Here, let me help.
Not done yet.
Thank you. I'll bring you back
Whilst
from
the
death to
depths of
this.
despair consume thee,
I can't heal you forever.
I, who command all the astral plane,
Eat this.
whilst thou art cursed to expire into nothing.
I'll end you.
Stand bathed in heavenly light,
Sleep now.
whilst thou cowers before the gates of hell. Come forth, divine!
is imminent!
Indignation!
You're finished!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Have you learned your lesson? Not yet! For the sake of Lenegis and my fellow brethren on Dana, I will not! Shut your stupid mouth and die! No, I refuse to believe this. It cannot end this way. If I die, my subjects will...
It's over. But Zephyr's still gone.
Focus on the positive. We defeated a lord, and under difficult circumstances, too.
Focus on the positive? Zephyr's dead, Shion.
And the Renans ruled this world unimpeded for 3 centuries. Did you think there wouldn't be any sacrifices?
So Zephyr's life just doesn't matter? He's dead, Shion. Our friend is dead. We're fighting this damn war to keep people alive!
Yeah, you're right. This is a war. Did you just realize that? Zephyr wasn't the first to die, and he sure won't be the last. If you can't handle that, Alphen, then you should run back to Calaglia. And when you do, just remember to leave the blazing sword here, in safer hands.
What's that supposed to mean? Damn it. She just thinks she can say whatever she likes. Bickering among ourselves at a time like this isn't gonna get us anywhere. Especially at a time like this. All right. Fine.
So much for Ganabelt. Good riddance.
You said it.
So, Was the Lord of Calaglia like Ganabelt too?
No. Balsef was huge, a real tough guy act. Now that I think of it, his crest was different too. His was a flaming cross.
Ah, I see. Anyway, what do you guys plan on doing from here?
We keep moving. 3 Renin Lords remain, and we won't rest until their thrones are empty as well. That work for you, Xion?
That was my endgame from the beginning.
Hey, so if it's not too much trouble, could I maybe come along?
Isn't Cyslodia your home?
I mean, yes, but it's just, now that everyone knows what I've been hiding, well, it might be best to get as far away as I can until it all quiets down. Is that okay? I promise I'll pull my own weight.
Sure. You're welcome to join us.
Taking off, huh?
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
It's too bad. I wish there was more we could do to pay you back for all you've done. I'll see to it personally that Zephyr's remains reach Calaglia safely.
What's next for Cyslodia?
I honestly couldn't tell you. The enemy infiltrated its way right to our core as a people. Only time will tell if we can rise above our suspicions and come together.
Zephyr once told me that so long as you don't give up, there's no wall that can't be torn down.
Sounds about right. And thanks to you, the greatest obstacle that was in our way is now gone. I suppose the rest of it will be up to us.
I look forward to seeing how far you'll go.
Oh, I almost forgot. Before you head off, there's something I wanted to give you.
Wow, look at you. You scrub up real nice.
It was a parting gift.
It's like speaking to one of the old Danon heroes from legend.
Where to next, then?
Elda Menancia. You're really going to travel in that thing?
Why not? It's not as heavy as it looks. Actually, there's someone I was hoping we could invite along with us.
You can't be serious.
Got someplace to be?
Not really. I mean, I can't stay here, of course. Then again, there's no one waiting for me back in Calaglia either. Plenty of ditches along the road. Maybe I'll find one to die in.
How about a fresh start?
After the kinds of things I've done, I don't know where I'd even begin.
Your father said that as long as you face the past, there's hope.
I think it might be a little late for that.
He also said he'd fought and lost all his life, but didn't regret it in the slightest. It's only over when you give up. Keep fighting, and even that wall inside you can be brought down. Don't you want to see what your dad saw on the other side of that wall? What he was fighting for?
Do you think I'm even worthy to?
That's for you to decide.
I'm sick of losing everything I love, of running from life. Maybe all that's left is to just turn around and face it. Count me in.
Finally, I thought you'd never finish. We've still got a ways to go.
Here we go, Hoodle.
This armor was a gift from Bregan. What if it really did belong to a Danon hero once upon a time? He challenged an overwhelmingly powerful Renin foe, and perished for it. I wonder how he felt having the hopes of the people riding on him.
Yeah!
Hey.
Thanks for letting me stick around, you guys.
Sure, we're happy to have you. But are you sure you don't want to head back to Calaglia?
Yeah. I'm not sure how I can help yet. But for now, I'm going to follow Alphen and see what happens next. Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
We finally made it.
It's like my hands aren't responding anymore.
It's because they're cold. Just a natural reaction.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Shouldn't you be resting?
I wanted to talk with you for a bit.
I don't really want to talk right now.
Right. I'll, stop bothering you then.
I didn't say you were bothering me. Sorry. Don't take it personally. I'm just not used to being around other people, so I don't really know how to chit-chat.
Well, for a start, you let your guard down a little. Hey, here's a thought. What if you tell me about your childhood?
What with my thorns and all, I didn't really have one. Not to speak of, anyway. Although, I guess I did have one friend.
Who was it?
A really old doll.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, the doll was the only thing I could touch and hold without worrying about my thorns hurting it. I would do things like dress it up or sit it on my lap when I was eating. The two of us were practically inseparable.
Can I ask something?
Is it about the fact that I played with dolls?
No, it isn't. I only wanted to ask who gave you the doll in the first place.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Where is it now?
I had to leave it behind when I left Lenegus. I didn't have a choice. Most likely it's long gone at this point. I think it's time we go to sleep. Morning. Ready to head out?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster. I think Hoodle senses something.
I think my... How long has my mic been... Like, my mic has an like very clear notice if it's on, because it's red. So my mic has been on, and the commentary button has been on. But I think my software that I use for filtering everything, which is what my mic goes through, crashed or something. Because it's always in the background. It's minimized. You don't see it. It hasn't been off this entire episode.
Where does that drawbridge connect to?
No idea.
Huh.
But I've seen it get lowered. It can't be lowered from this side anyway, so it's useless to us.
This thing? Huh. So wherever it is that we're going. So I know we're going around here and probably going through here. And then, okay. So it's an area that should be worth exploring. You can really bait these guys. But in case it wasn't heard, well, that was unfortunate. My whole complaint with, my biggest complaint here is the lack of gold that I get. So I literally keep going in, like I had fun with that boss fight, but my biggest complaint is I end up going into fights with only one life bottle because I just don't have the money to get any. And so when I do have some, that's why I just buy them. Well, I bought that 6.
Backing down. Eagle dive! I'll run you through!
Okay, I didn't really want to get in any fights, but they don't know when and not.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said
Easy.
than done. I got it.
Sword rain out!
Do it!
I'm on it!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right.
I never should have left town. It's scary and it hurts to be out here. I'm going home. But yeah,
Heck of a lot of fish swimming around in this pond, huh?
so
Are they
fast.
Sure, they're edible, but we've got no way to catch any.
I hate camping out.
Is she ever gonna not say that? Ah, we've got a more filled out menu screen. Nice. Looks like a lot of progress. Okay. So I'll have to do some side quests to make some more gold anyway so I can upgrade and get like Alphen's weapons. And there's probably one for Law too. What'd you say? If you go past here, you'll connect an old path just beneath the mountains that goes past the border. Just be careful. It's cold and dark along there. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I can't. This weapon here is weaker than what he has now. So why would I ever do that? Like, why would I ever make this? It's not like Zillia. They don't seem to have a whole bunch of elemental weaknesses to exploit. So there's no benefit to a weak weapon. This is stronger. Not by much though. The boost is negligible. Weaker than what he has? Oh, because it's the Gale Wayne. How's it weaker? This ain't... Wait. Oh. Oh, he got this sword from, oh. That's why, because I was like, I know I had another... I was like, I know that was stronger than the weapon I had him using. He got that sword with the gear, and I didn't even know he got equipment, like an actual weapon. Okay. Oh, does he have any like orange gels? No. Why are items so sparse? But they make him you need to use them more, but they're less around. Huh. Like, they don't seem to sell stuff. So, like, these guys are selling apple gels, but I can't buy orange gels. I'm pretty sure I used up all of my orange gels. Or I only have, like, one or no, okay, I have 3 left. That's not much. Shoot. These resources are all so sparse in this one. That's another reason they're trying to push the DLC so you get those starter packs. Anyway, that's been good. I'm still having fun. It's just, it really hits me that like I can't even buy gels. And life bottles are so costly. Like I'm pretty sure they're normally that much, but it's just gold is so hard to get too. I don't know, it's kind of like ugh. It costs a lot because it's hard to get that kind of gold. Well, maybe I'm missing something, but I just don't see it. Usually when I'm playing these games, gold is not a resource that's all that difficult to come by. Like just fighting the monsters on the road, after a while you have enough gold to get the stuff that you need, or you can sell some other things that you pick up, but there's no value in a lot of the stuff that we pick up. So it's best to just hold on to it and use it for cooking or whatnot, or hold on to it and then like use it to make a weapon later on. Because a lot of things are like 1 to like 8 gold, except like some of the other stuff like the dog tags and stuff, which kind of sell for quite a bit. Like that's where a lot of the money I'm getting comes from. And then side quests, which I think is probably part of it. They're trying to push you to do the side quests more. I usually avoid side quests. I don't really care too much to do them. But if it's my only way of getting any kind of money, while it's super annoying to make me have to do that, I'm not gonna pay any attention to it. I just skip everything. So it's like kind of waste of content. I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I'm not having no interest in it. I just kind of want to be able to afford to get the stuff that I'm after. But there doesn't seem to be any shut up. There doesn't seem to be any like real easy way of going about it and getting money at this time. Maybe it's because I'm still early in this game, but there's three lords left, which means there's 3 regions left. But I'm like hours in, so if that's the case, I would have expected it by now. I don't know, it just feels like gold is really, really low, but the need for items is really high. Remember, I'm still on normal, so I don't know, but now's not the time to worry about it. It'll come together. Like I'm getting by, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, that is all the time we have for this episode of Tales of Arise. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next episode.